You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to solve the problem that is displayed at the left hand side of the screen. And the question says, in the figure, the hexagonal pyramid is cut by sectional plane TT at 45 degrees. Complete the plan and produce the section TT, right? So that is the true shape there. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'll start from the plan. This is the first angle projection because this is the plan and this is the word elevation. So I'll take my instrument, right? I'm going to draw an horizontal line this way. Just this way. Can you see that? And I'll also draw a vertical line too. This way. So they're meeting at this point here. Now the radius of this hexagon, or each of the sides of this hexagon, is 30. How did I know that? Because the base of this triangle, of this pyramid, is given to be what? 60. So I'm going to take my instrument and I'm going to measure 60, half of 60, which is 30, right? And I'll place it here where I am going to now draw my circle, faint line. Where I'm going to draw my circle, faint line. Can you see that? So the moment I did that, I will now take the same radius I used to draw my circle. I'll place it here. I'll mark up and I'll mark down. I'll come here also. I'll mark up and I'll mark down. Can you see that? Then I'll take my instrument, my rule. Then I'll start joining those points together. This, 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 and this. Hope you can see that. Then I'll just take my instrument here. I'm going to just draw an horizontal line this way, away from my hexagon. So the hexagon will be fully visible. And I will now project each of the side. I can see here should be my point 1, point 2, point 3, 4, 5, and what? 6. So I'm going to project them up. From here, it's coming to touch here. From here also, it's coming to touch here. And from here, it's coming to touch here. And from here, it's coming to touch here. Can you see that? Now, the highest point here is given to be 70 because of 50 plus 20 will give us 70. So from this base here, I'm going to measure 70, which is what we have here. And I'll take my line, I'll roll it from here to touch this side. Then I'll come from here also to touch this side. Hope you can see that. Now we know the base is thickened. From here straight down here is thickened. But the height, we don't know what it is. But we know something for sure that it is cutting at this point at an angle of what? 45 degrees. When I place it this way, use 45 degrees on my instrument here with my 45 degrees set square. From here, I'm going to draw my cutting plane. Like long. Then we do this, 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 That's what we have there. So we say we should look at the point TT. And the point TT here. So that we're looking at from an angle of 45 degrees. So I can easily take in here from here to this point, right? Then all these points here, I'll take it towards the center. This is coming here. I will take it from here to this point. This is how we did. And here also, this towards the center, the apex point. So I'll take it from here to here. And I'll write front line here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. So after that, the next thing I'll be doing here is I would like to zoom this up a little bit. Right? So let me take it up a little bit so we have a clearer view of what we're doing. So I think this is better. Now after we've done that, we should draw the complete plan. So what we first of all do, we are going to connect each of the diagonals passing through the center. So 6 and 1, 6 and 3 is connected, 5 and this is connected. Can you see that? The 1 and 4 is connected. So what I'll simply do here is I'll start bringing all those points down. So this is 4 we have here. Look at where 3 is. So where the 3 is connected to this point, I'm going to draw it down from the cutting plane. Right? So it's cutting here and here. So this is my first point. Let me call it my first point 1. Here will be my point what? 3 and also what? 3. So I'll just call it to be my point 4 also. And then I'll come here also. I'll drop that one down. So from this point, where it's cutting, is 2 that's moving. So it's cutting here and also here. This is still my point 2 and my point 2. Then the last but not the least, this here. Right? What are we cutting here is 1. Can you see? The line of what? 1 that I'm bringing it down. So where it cuts 1, it cuts 1 here. So I'm going to take my meter rule and I'll join those points. So 3 to 4, 3 to 4, 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 1 to 2, and 1 to 2, right? So that's the cutting plane. So I can easily section this cutting plane here in this manner. Hope you can see that. So that is where we have cut off. Is that taken? Now the next thing is we're done with the complete plan. This is the complete plan, right? So we're now told to draw the section TT. So what I'll simply do here is this. I am going to project this at an angle of 90 degrees. So look at this. When I place my instrument this way, I can take two of my both my rule. Let me take this, and when I place it this way, or better still, I can put it this way. So you see that I've gauged it already here. It's already on the same level as my cutting plane. And I'll now move this back this way. Alright. So once I've done that, I can now start moving this to an angle of 90 degrees like this. The first one, the next point, the next point, and that what we have on this last one here. So they are at 90 degrees to this cutting plane here. They must form 90. Hope you can see that. So after that, let me bring this down so we have a clearer view of what we're talking about. So let me bring it down. So at any given distance here, what I have here is actually gauge it, show that this ruler is on the same level as my TT plane here with this the base here. So I can easily move it up. So that is where I will now draw a center line here this way. I'll draw a line, faint line this way. It must be 90 degrees. So this line you see here is what? Is this line that we have here. So if I say here is my XX, automatically here will be my XX all together. So what I will simply do is I will start transferring my point. So if I start from the first one, we know that this is my point 1 here. Automatically here is my point 1. This is my point 4 here. Automatically here is what? My point 4 all together. Now if I want to get point 2, look at the line of point 2 here. So if I place it here, I'll go to 2. Then I'll go to the line of 2. I'll come here and I'll mark 2 here and 2 here. Hope you can see that. So this is 2 and this is 2. If I go to the next point, this is the line of 3. If I place it here, can you see that? The same thing as up and down. I'll trace the line of 3. I'll come here. I'll mark 3 here and also what? 3 here. Then also, if I should go to the line of 4, we already have 4 there. So I'll just take my instrument and I'm going to join those points together. So this is 3 and this is also 3. So if I join from 3 to here, also I join another one to this point. Also I join another one to this point. Also I join this to this. This is like the true shape that we have here of that section. TT. Hope you can see that. So we have successfully reproduced what is given on the left hand side of the screen. We've completed the plan, right? So when you cut this hexagonal prism from this part, and looking at it from the top, this is the shape you'll be having because you remove the apex from it, right? And if you want to know the section TT, which will be the true shape, this is what we're going to be having. So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. In most cases, they might tell us after we've drawn the complete plan, the section TT, they also supposed to draw the what? The end view where you're looking at from this side. What are you going to see? So it's as simple as this. Let me move this to this side. we'll have a clearer view of what we are trying to do. Hope you can see that. So I haven't completed what we're told to do. I'm just adding this to it because in some cases you might come across it. If you're now told to draw the end view, because this is the elevation, this is the plan, then the edge view, what are we going to do? So what you simply do is, at any given distance, just draw your vertical line here. Can you see that? Then you also draw an horizontal line here too, to not touch the main figure. And they are meeting at this point here. Can you see that? So the next thing that you'll be doing here is you're going to project the ends of it all together. You're going to do what? Project the end of it. So projecting here this way, but before that, draw this at an angle of what? Of 45 degrees from this point here, where the vertical and horizontal line meets. Project it out. Then after you've done that, you will now take this, project this end to this point, and also project this end to this point. Right? I also have the center here too. So take all those points to touch the base of this line. To touch the base of that line. So this coming to touch this base, and this I'll take it up fully. Then this is coming to touch what? This base. So what do you notice? This is 6 and this is 2. Then this is and 6 and 5 was on the same line. Look at it, 6, 5. So here is 6, 5. Then 3, 2. Here will be what? 2, 3. You'll have 4, 1. Here will be what? 1, 4. That is for the base there. So we know we are going to just thicken it in this manner. And the apex point is here. Is meeting at this point. And I'll take my meter rule. Then I'm going to join from this point to this point. Faint line. And from here to here, another faint line. Hope you can see that. Now the next thing that we're going to do here is it is sectioned. So what I want to do, I'm only focusing on this side now. Now the first one is if I should pick this point, point 2, this is point 2. And if I should take point 2 up, point 2 is meeting here, right? And I'll take that point 2 here towards the center, towards the apex. And look at the point 2 that we have here. I'm going to project it outward this way. So it means that point 2 is meeting point 2 at this point. Similarly, if I go to point 1, this is 1 here, this particular one here. If I project it, it will be meeting, and this is line of point 1, 2. So I'll come here and I'll project this. So where 1 and 1 meet is another point. I'm talking about this one in here. Now, if I come here again, if I move to this point 2, 2, this point 2, and this is still the line of point 2 here. So I am going to take it upward. So when it stops here, I'll now generate it towards the center, towards the apex. So point 2 also is meeting point 2 at this point. Now the next one is 3. So if I project 3, so you know this is point 2, point 1, and point 2 here. So if I go again, 3, this is 0.3, and also this is 0.3. So if I should project it up in this manner, 0.3 will come and touch the base, and 0.32 will come and touch the base. So this is 3, this is 3, right? So I'm going to take it towards the apex here and here. So where is the line of 3? This is the line of 3 here. So I'm going to generate it, extend it towards this side. So when I do that, if this is 3, 3 is meeting 3 here, right? And if this is 3, 3 is meeting 3 here. Then the last one on the list is the 4.4. So this is 4 here. So 4 will be meeting 4 here at this point. So this is our 0.4. So I'll now take my instrument. I'm now going to join from this point to this, from this 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 to this. Can you see that? Then the remaining one, what do you notice? This is 1, right? So I'm going to move this straight down to touch 2 all together, because this is 2 and 3, right? So what we have here, 3 and 2 is connected. So 3 is 3, so 3 to 3, then 2 to 3, right? Then here also 3 to 3. Can you see that? Then 2 is connected to what? 6 and 5 also. Hope you can see that. And I can easily section this part. This is what we have here. When you look it from the side, this is what you're going to be seeing, right? So if you're asked, this will be my end elevation, my front elevation, and my plan. So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.